ready. Oh, comments are already on YouTube. Come on, love tubers. Come on, love. See, I can always count on the love tubers. I can always count on the love tubers. I'm ready for you. I'm boom, 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 boom. I'm in the training gym for my business. I pray you be in training gym for your business. If you're new here, welcome. And if we've never met before, I'm Reverend Valerie Love, Divine Midwife of Soul Destiny. I help people transcend. I write books about practical spirituality. So far, 17 books on practical spirituality. And I'm a coach globally to many, many, many wonderful empire builders. Dr. Ima Aurora Day. Derry! Derry, I haven't seen you with us in the book Empire. Oh my goodness, I'm helping spiritual people launch book empires. Come on, people, we can get these books done. Happy with you Wednesday to everyone. Happy with you Wednesday. I feel like I just looked at myself and I thought of Frankie Beverly. I'm like, oh, I cannot sing, so I'm not gonna try that. Hey family, how you loving? How you loving? How you loving? So today we're on day 3 of the 5-day. It's a 5-day book empire launch. OMG, I'm launching a new program, and I am elated about this program because helping spiritual people put their books out is part of it's probably one of the most joyful things that I ever get to do. Who saw Dr. G. Willie's interview last night? Who saw my good girlfriend's interview last night? Dr. G. Willie came to the Your Book in a Weekend retreat in 2013. That was an incredible. You saw it? Come on, talk to me. Quantum of Infinite Love. OMG. Dr. G was started her book in 2012. Queen Bee here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ah, Queen Bee is a member. Love that, Queen Bee. Love that. Oh my goodness. Did you love that interview? Oh, Ujo Wajan, I'm so happy you love that interview. Because every night, Monday through Friday, we have interviews with incredible authors that I've midwifed their baby. In other words, I stood by them and said, push. Okay, you need some water. Okay, you need some. Come on, keep going. I don't want to do that. It's too hard. Yeah, I know. Go. I never lost a baby yet. They call me the midwife for a purpose. They call me a midwife for a reason. I never lost a baby yet. Never lost a baby yet. You loving the interviews? Wait till you see who we have tonight. Wait till you see who we have Friday night. Friday night, we're bringing the boom book empire. We're going to wrap up this thing with a pretty bow on Friday night. It's going to knock your socks off. Tonight is going to knock your socks off because every single author that I bring is an author that I have supported and coached and cheered and midwifed their baby. I saw their process. I saw them walk through it, and I'm telling you they're real, and they're telling you their story, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Now, we're doing 5 days. What is this 5 days? 5 days, love the interview, yay! I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Take copious notes. Whip out your pen and paper right now. Take copious notes. This series is the best ever. Oh! Of all the series we've done, that's amazing. I seek to keep taking it higher, higher, higher with information that we can use. Because all of you are spiritual people, you're magical people, you're metaphysical people, you're mystical people. All of you are people who are looking, all of you have a message. Everyone has a message. And one of the best ways to get your message out and to grow your brand and grow your tribe and to grow your influence on the planet is through words. John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That means when you have the Word and you're bringing a word, you're bringing God. You're bringing God in the space when you bring a word. Okay? So, what's the flow of this week? The flow of this week is that Monday through Friday, we come together at 12 noon Eastern time for a class. Just like this master class, I'm giving you 5 master classes this whole week. What are the master classes about? There are 4 phases to building your book empire. Keep it very simple. Phase one is your book. If you don't know how to get your book completed, if you haven't completed your book in one day, like I recommend, or over a weekend, then go to valerielove.com. Actually, I'm going to put a link to it below this vid as well on YouTube. Go to valerielove.com. Join the Facebook group, the Book Empire Facebook group. When you join the Book Empire Facebook group, oh, Gio Marlowe said the same thing. Oh, wow, that's awesome. You agree? Wow, that's awesome. Join the Book Empire Facebook group. Now, what's going to happen when you go to valerielove.com and just say, I want to join the virtual class? You're going to receive an email from me. Open the email. When you receive the email and you open the email, it will give you how to connect to the Facebook group. That's where this whole workshop, that's the house of it. It's housed in the Facebook group. That means everything that you want, all the materials, the PDFs, all of those things, the conversation is happening in the Facebook group. The support where you can ask questions. The bonus sessions. Yesterday I did a bonus session with Book Empire in the Facebook group. So make sure you join the Facebook group to get all the goodies and access to everything. Now, Monday through Friday at 12 noon, I am live both on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time. At 8 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday, we have the author interviews, and the author interviews are live on YouTube. And then they will be also linked up. We'll put the link in the Facebook group because we haven't figured out a way yet. Maybe y'all can help me on how to, with quality and simplicity, stream a live side-by-side conversation with, not like recorded like over Skype or something like that. Stream it live to multiple platforms at the same time in good quality and simplicity. We have not been able to figure out how to do that yet. So that's what we're working on behind the scenes. Now, why are we doing this workshop? One, because I love it. That's number one, because I love it. Two, there is a new program that I am offering. The program starts Wednesday of next week. It starts exactly 1 week from today on Witchy Wednesday. So I'm going to give you the opportunity at the end of this workshop, if you like what we have here, and if you want to join us and be the next authors like all the other authors and all the other clients that you've seen me. I'm a master coach. I've been coaching for 15 years. I know stuff. I know how to move you past what you're in. I know how to support you. That's just my gifting. I'm not bragging. I'm simply stating what God gave me. I'm aligning with who God said I am. And I'm standing up to serve. And I pray that you do the same thing. I pray that you make no apologies for what you're a master at. I am a master consciousness shifter. I am a master catalyst for human transformation. That's what I do. And don't ask me to cook you a pot of chicken soup from scratch. I probably will poison you. Don't ask me to sing a song. I probably will hurt your ears. That's not what I do. I know what I do. I stay in my lane, and I'm a freaking master at what I do. And I pray that all of you own your mastery, like you heard Dr. Jewett say last night. She said that she didn't own her mastery. You see, it's one thing to be a master. It's another thing to own it, and it's a whole nother level to express it and let people know I can help you with that, with a certainty and a confidence and a resonance that comes across that causes people to take action. Write this down, please. I'm about to give y'all something that's going to knock your socks off that came from my coach. And by the way, my coach paid her coach $10,000 for 2 hours. Well, she has many coaches, just like I have coaches. If you don't have many coaches, or at least a coach, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So my coach, which I keep coaches. My coach has one of her coaches. Goes to yesterday. Charge premium. And masters can charge premium because they've already demonstrated mastery. She is paying her coach $10,000 for 2 hours to teach her one specific strategy with her and her team. $10,000. Now, someone just paid me the other day 4 figures to work with their team. They are building an empire, and they have coaches that are in their empire. And so I did a session with their coach, 40-minute session, and gave them some materials, and they paid me 4 figures to do that. Guess what? People pay for what they want to know, and they pay for what they want to get done. And successful people do it like this. Why? Because they're looking, well, I'm going a little bit into Friday. I'm not going to go too far into Friday yet. Friday is a millionaire mindset of a mindset of a millionaire author. It's you invest where you desire to have a return. That's it. Now, let's go to today's class. If you're new here, I'm Reverend Valerie Love. I think I already introduced myself. Let's dive into you, your tribe, 13 ways to build to 10,000. First, read primal branding. Hey, Danielle, how you loving? Day 3 of the Book Empire workshop. It's 5-day online workshop. Day 3, OMG. Happy Witchy Wednesday, Danielle. Love you, love you, love you. Read the book, Primal Branding. Put it in the chat. Primal Branding. What does that mean? Wait a minute. I gotta see what does that mean. Don't spill the beans. If you do, I'll eat them. Oh, I know that's right, Melissa. Come on, Melissa. You with me. You are with me, Melissa. Let's do it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, read the book, Primal Branding. Thank you for putting it in the chat, Queen Bee. Primal Branding. Why are you going to read Primal Branding? Because now when you work with me as in the mastermind, I take you deep into this. We only have a period of, this is one masterclass, and we can't teach you the whole book in one masterclass, right? So I'm going to give you the high points. Primal Branding, and we go deeper. When we're in the program, we go much deeper. I'm going to give you the high points so that you can take action right here, right now. Primal Branding, says by Patrick Hanlon. And if you go to ValerieLove.com, you click on books, and then you follow my Amazon link. If you would be so kind as to use my Amazon link, that would be beautiful, because you're going to buy it anyway. You might as well, it doesn't cost you any more to use my link, right? It is an affiliate link. So FTC, disclaimer or announcement, if you use my link, we do get paid for that. Yay, everybody wins. Primal Branding. You will see that I have it in, I believe, in the success section. I have several sections there. I have all the books there that I love and always adding to the collection. I have carefully curated for you probably 100 or more books in the areas that I've curated: in magic, Christian witches, witchcraft, business, success, metaphysics, becoming God. Go there and look, and you will see. I think I'm looking up underneath this video too on YouTube. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you the essence of it. There are 7 emotional touch points to primal branding. 7 emotional touch points. What does that mean? Emotion means you cannot have a tribe unless there's an emotional connection. And what primal branding teaches you is the emotional touch points that cause people to bond to you, run through walls, follow you wherever you go, and never leave. No, it's not voodoo. Sounds a lot like magic, doesn't it? Because I use a fair amount of magic in what I do. Anyone can do this. You don't even have to be a magician to do this. What are some of the touch points? One touch point is your story, your origin story. Now, when we were in the Enlightenment Circle, I used to coach a group called the Enlightenment Circle. Many of you probably remember the Enlightenment Circle, and a lot of you were in the Enlightenment Circle. In the Enlightenment Circle, we had you craft your origin story in 5 sentences. Here's an example of an origin story. Why an origin story? Because you're stuck in a story of where you came from? No, we're not stuck in the story. We know we're spiritual beings, we're far beyond the story. The origin story, give you an example. Here's the first. I'm gonna give it to you in 5 sentences. I'm gonna give you my origin story in 5 simple sentences. I was born to a 19-year-old single mom in Harlem in the 60s. Now, that one sentence, that first sentence of my origin story, I was born to a 19-year-old single mom in Harlem in the 60s. That means that you are, oh yeah, novel. Oh yeah, I got that. I got you, Queen Bee. That means that you understand right away. Your mind took you to the 60s. Your mind might have taken you to Harlem. Maybe you thought Malcolm X, Malcolm, that's the generation I come from, okay? When I was 3, my mother met a Jehovah's Witness on the street corner and we joined the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses. Ah, wow. Now you're getting, it's these are simple statements, jam-packed with a lot of information, carefully crafted. When I was 3, my mother met, it's story format, not just giving facts about your life. And you craft this and put it in 5 sentences because these are the sentences that you're going to use as you're speaking to your tribe. You're not just going to go on and spread out 5 sentences in a row every single time you talk to your tribe. It's weaved into the conversation. You're having an ongoing conversation with your tribe. And so it weaves in. And maybe we might weave to a crazy story when I was in the cult. You all know this. You all know I was in a cult for 26 years, the first 26 years of my life. Okay, here's the third one. After 26 years of being in the cult, I fell into a depression where I almost took myself out. Wow. Okay. Stifled, dark night of the soul, fell into a deep depression, dark night of the soul, almost took myself out. Wow. Interesting. On October 22nd, 2011, I uploaded a video about how I became a Christian witch. I found my true path and calling. Shoo. I get to lead retreats all over the world and support people in creating empires. Spiritual people. I help spiritual people create empires. Ah. You see how that weaves together, and see how you can see how, wow, there are a lot of, what do you call it, touch points. What if you are also a single mom, born to a single mom? There's a touch point. Oh, I feel you. What if you were also in the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses? Do you know how many people follow me because they were in the cult of Jehovah's Witnesses too? When I say something like elder or circuit overseer, district overseer, circuit assembly, district convention, watchtower on the way, field service, pioneer, turning your hours, all that lingo that only exists in Jehovah's Witness world, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And they might not even like everything that I'm talking about. It's a touch point. Then there's a touch point with Harlem. You know how many people from New York follow me? Harlem. You can relate, right? You can relate, Queen Bee. Oh my goodness. You know all those words well, right? Queen Bee turning in field service reports. Oh my God. However, one of the other important things of a powerful brand, because let me tell you something, Jehovah's Witnesses, they're into primal branding. If you go through primal branding and you look at every group that is a fanatical, now I do think they're a fanatical cult. That's my opinion. There are people in it that are doing it and they're living their life in it. These are the same 7 emotional touch points. Give you another emotional touch point. So your origin story, like, you can't just show up on social, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna teach you about how to have beautiful decor in your house. Well, who are you? In today's world, people are going to be like, well, who are you? And why should I listen to you? And then they're on to the next. You see, that might have worked 10, 20, 30 years ago. It will not work today. Today's consumer is very savvy. Today's consumer is looking at who are you. They have a lot of choices. People have a lot of choices of coaches. Why would they pick you as a coach? When they have a ton of, you can go on Facebook and stream, go down your timeline. You got about 20 coaches on your timeline throwing ads at you. I can do this for 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 you. What would make anyone pick you over them? Because there are emotional touch points. People don't do anything out of logic. Every decision we make is an emotional decision. And then after it, we justify it with logic. You've heard that said a million times. It's true. Your emotions are way stronger than your logic. Way stronger. And that's where you really making your, isn't that deep? Oh my goodness, I love it. The Book Empire on Facebook said they love it. That's right, it's deep. People don't make decisions to buy from you, to buy your book. Why are they going to buy your book? They don't know you from a can of paint. I mean, you're a wonderful person. They don't know that yet. That's why you're doing this part. So that you can have 10,000 followers that absolutely love you, adore you, follow you wherever you go, engage with you, buy the things that you are offering, buy your books, read your books, recommend your books, all of that. I'll give you another. Oh, volume is very low? Okay. Is the volume low for anyone else on YouTube? Let me know. I'll give you another example, another one of the 7 emotional touch points. And please know that I cannot do this phenomenal volume, this book. Oh, it is low, Aurora Day? Okay, I'll speak up a little louder. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for the feedback. I cannot do. Oh, it is low. Okay, thank you. That's so odd on YouTube. You know, it's very interesting. On YouTube, when I use my iPad, it seems like volume is low. So I apologize for that, and I don't know. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? YouTube. I'm gonna put in my earphones for YouTube, and you tell me if this is better. Hey, because I'm a problem solver. Look, I pray you're an entrepreneur and you're a problem. It's hard to hear. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do this. I got you. Okay, tell me how this is. Tell me if this is better. Tell me about it. It's why I hopped your YouTube. Oh, it's a Facebook. Oh, good, Gio. Oh, much better. Okay, okay. Thank you, love tubers. Thank you for telling me what was going on. Thank you. Let's fix Facebook. I had to move a little bit closer so that, okay. Oh, we good. Oh, much better. Beautiful. Thank you, Facebook, for telling me, YouTube for telling me that because I would have never known. Okay. You're listening to Facebook. Okay, because YouTube is very low. We fixed the problem on YouTube. Thank you, love tubers, for telling me. Thank you. Let's fix Facebook so that everything looks perfect. Okay, thank you for telling me. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's continue. By the way, everything that I said is in the Facebook group. So if you missed anything or if there was something that was unclear, absolutely hop over to the Facebook group. Go to valerielove.com and be able to hop onto the Facebook group and get it. Okay? Beautiful. Now, love you. Hi, Austin. Love you. Love you. Love you. Now, here is another emotional touch point that we talked about. One of the other emotional touch points that we're talking about is the lingo. What is the lingo? The lingo is, I don't like this cord in front of us on Facebook, so I'm going to move it over so it doesn't have a cord hanging, dangling right in the middle. That doesn't look cute. Okay? I like to be as good as I can be. I like it to be as good as I can make it. Okay, we're going to go with that. But I'm not going to let OCD get me because OCD can get me sometimes. Okay, that's what my kids tell me anyway. Anyway, let's continue. Another one of the emotional touch points of an incredible brand is the lingo. So what is the lingo? Let's go to Starbucks. Starbucks has a lingo. When you know the lingo, you're in. This was mine. I want a venti green tea latte, almond milk, extra hot. There's nowhere else that I would say that. Extra matcha. I usually get 6 matcha. They usually make it with 4. I like 6 matcha. There's nowhere else that you would say that. There's nowhere else that you would use the Starbucks lingo other than Starbucks. There's nowhere else that you would use the Jehovah's Witness lingo other than Jehovah's Witnesses. And there's nowhere else that you would use money in the vortex other than the love tubers. There's nowhere else you would use love tubers. There's nowhere else you would use a lot of the things that we use on YouTube, right? This is another emotional touch point. Why? Because this solidifies people coming around an idea. In Christian witches, there's nowhere else that you would use the terminology Christian witches other than in Christian witches, right? You're not using that in church. So the lingo is going to match. So I don't want to go into everything primal branding because I certainly could not cover everything from this book, and I want to dive deep into the actual ways that you're going to attract and magnetize your tribe directly to you. Now, let's go to, and by the way, my teacher's notes are going to be posted in the Facebook group, okay? Begin with your intention, as we always do. What is your intention in building this tribe? Is your intention to add value to others? That's what my intention is. Add value to other people's lives because that's what lights up my soul. Servant leadership, not being famous. I'm going to say it again. Servant leadership, not being famous. If you're looking for fame, you're going to fall. We're talking about servant leadership, okay? Becoming an influencer. Now, becoming an influencer, this influencer word, it's tossed about every which way. Who cares about being an influencer? Here's what we really want to care about: your level of influence. Because influencer can be described in many different ways and defined in many different ways depending on where you are. You could be an influencer because you put fabulous travel pictures on Instagram over and over and over again, and now you have 1 million followers and you're an influencer. That's beautiful. Yet if you showed up somewhere, could you actually influence people to do something, perhaps for the good? Are you a Barack Obama? Are you a Harriet Tubman who got people to be able to move from the plantation even when they were deathly afraid for their life and limb? Are you a Malcolm X that can move people by any means necessary? Are you a Gandhi who could end the the feudal wars and everything that was going on when Gandhi was around, and the rule of Britain over India, and then treating the Indian citizens as if they were whatever. And Gandhi was able to do something about that because he had influence. Where does influence come from? Influence comes from being in touch with your inner power. That's where influence comes from. Influence doesn't come from being an influencer because you got 1 million followers on Instagram. So let's understand what we're talking about here. What is a tribe? Put this in the chat. 1,000 raving, loyal fans who do 3 things. They engage, they buy, and they refer. Let's do this again. It's like Queen V. Queen V is picture perfect. And I could speak of many of you that are picture perfect exactly like this. Danielle and many of us that are incredible tribe members. Raving, loyal fans who do 3 things. They engage. That means they're in the conversation. They're engaged. We're having a conversation. Number 2, they buy. Maybe they become a member. Maybe they buy your books. Maybe they buy a coaching program. Maybe they're on for your services. And they refer. Hey, girlfriend, come get in this group. Hey, my boo is going to be in this with me. Right? That is key. All you need is 1,000. Right? All you need is 1,000. Why 1,000? Well, let's go to another book that you'll love. Seth Godin's book, Tribes. We Need You to Lead Us. It's a little square book. I read it in one sitting. It will not take you a long time because Seth Godin is such a master of words that he can put a profound concept into one tiny little paragraph. If you read Seth Godin's blog, I don't think there's one blog post on Seth Godin's blog that's more than that size. I mean, his blog posts are like 4 sentences, 5 sentences. That's a blog post, and the thing will be profound. That's Seth Godin. He can take the most profound, he's a genius. He can take the most profound thing and scrunch it down to its essence. And here you go. Oh my God, that's why the man gets paid millions of dollars, because if you can do that, What a great service to humanity. And the ideas that he's giving the person, he makes it so simple and so tiny. He gives it to you in a tiny little pill and you just swallow it. OMG. That's Seth Godin. So if you read a Seth Godin book, it will not take you very long at all. And your mind will be blown. You'll put the book down like, what? And I still remember that book, and I read that book years ago. We're talking about writing monumental books. Even if you don't write a monumental book your first time, who cares? If you keep going, you're probably going to write some monumental shit. Now, Seth Godin. Here, he wrote this book, Tribes, We Need You to Lead Us. He said in that book, you only need 1,000 raving fans. I don't mean 100,000 people that follow you and maybe they look at your stuff and maybe they don't, or they're kind of all over the place. You want 1,000. You want a core of 1,000. 1,000 who engage. They're talking to you. They're commenting. They're telling you about their life. They're buying. They're referring. You have that, you could build an empire right on that 1,000. What we're going for is 10,000. Why are we going for 10,000? We're going for 10,000 followers on any particular platform so that you will definitely have 1,000 raving. Because see, everybody that follows you is not going to be raving. I have almost 60,000 subscribers now on YouTube. Soon it'll be 100,000 because we're going to be doing some ads and we have some very aggressive or very assertive, very forward vision. So when you get to 100,000, and the bigger the numbers get, when you get to 100,000, when you get to 1,000,000, generally you have less engagement. That's what they say. You can make it different. So why are we going for 10,000? We're going for 10,000 followers so that you will definitely be sure that you've got 1,000 raving fans in there. Is this making sense? Talk to me, chat, because I want to make sure that you all are feeling it, getting it, loving it. Tell me. Now we're going to go into the 13. Any thoughts? Thoughts. Make sense? Yes? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm feeling you. Yay, Kathy. All right, let's do it. I'm feeling you too, Kathy. Yes, lovely. Okay, yes. Okay, excellent. We're together. We're all together. I just want to make sure we're all together. See, because if I'm speaking to an audience, I can tell that the audience is with me because this is thinking up. Oh, way up. Yes, Dr. Ayuba, way up. When I'm with an audience, I can always tell what's happening with the audience because I can see eyes, I can see faces, I can see bodies, I can see, and I love the stage. So I'm always teaching. And when I'm not on stage and I'm with you, I can't see your face and your thoughts and I can't see your body language and all that. So I want to get an idea. What's happening for you? Okay, so good. Now let's go into the 13 ways to attract your tribe. Start with your favorite call or response. Ain't that the truth? That's where we come from. That's our heritage. Start with your favorite platform. I'm going to say this again. Start with your favorite platform and focus there like a laser. Don't try to do this on 20 platforms all at the same time. No one can chase two rabbits and catch both of them. Start with one platform. Look at all the platforms and decide which one do you love the most. Is it Facebook? Start there. And forget about everything for 30 days. Forget about everything else for 30 days. Just even post to your people on Instagram and everywhere else. Tell them, listen, I'm doing something. My coach told me to do this. You could always blame it on your coach. My coach told me to do something that's going to quantum leap the tribe. If you want to follow me, come to Facebook. I have this new Facebook fan page. And this Facebook fan page is how to give you everything. Yours is Instagram. Beautiful, Queen V. How to give you everything in your life, how to have your dream life by meditation. And every day we're going to meditate. And every day we're going to talk about meditation. Every day we're going to talk about your dream life. And every day we're going to talk about ways to create your dream life. And every day we're going to talk about what is a dream life. And every day we're going to talk about meditation and your dream life. And then I'm going to show you all the meditations that help with a dream life. Do you see what I'm talking about? Start with one thing. People make the mistake. This is a rookie mistake that people make. I'm going to share it with you right now. People make the rookie mistake of doing too many things. Simplify to multiply. Put it in the chat. Simplify to multiply. Simplify to multiply. Put it in the chat. Book Empire. Let's hear your chat. Let's hear your conversation. Give me some feedback. Simplify to multiply. Simplify to multiply. Simplify to multiply. You can't do 5 different things well. Thank you. That's right, Kathy. You can't do 5 different things well. None of us can. And you know what it's making it look like? Our parents told us about this jack of all trades, master of none. They knew you could not be a master of many things, right? That's right, Kathy. We're on the same page. You can't be a master of all of them. And so don't try to be. What you're going to do is you're going to be a master of one. And then what are you going to do? You're going to leverage that one giant thing now to the next thing. Here's what a rookie mistake is that people make. They try to do too many 50 million different things. So when you look at people, even when it comes to income, they talk about multiple streams of income. You always hear poverty-stricken people do this. Multiple streams of income. And they got this little income over here. I used to do it. I still do it to some extent. I'm eliminating it. Got this stream of income coming over here. Got this stream of income coming over here. Got this stream. And they're doing 50 million different things. And you know what they do? If you have 5 things and you work on all 5 things in a day, and let's say you're going to make 10 points of progress each day. You just moved each of those 5 things 2 points rather than moving one thing 10 points. It's finite how much you can move everything in a day because you only have so much energy. So if you have 10 points. If you had 10 points every day that you can move something, you can move the needle 10 points. If you're going to put 10 things and you're putting a point on each thing, you just moved each thing 1 point. Or you can focus on that one thing and move that one thing 10 points. What's the, this is where it gets good. What is the compound effect? Okay, that's the hair. What's the compound effect? Another incredible book from the creator of Success Magazine is called The Compound Effect. Okay, Darren wrote The Compound Effect. Pretty sure he was the one who wrote it. Guess what he says? What is the compound effect of moving your one thing 10 points today and moving your one thing 10 points the next day and moving your one thing 10 points the next day and moving your one thing 10 points the next day and moving your one thing 10 points the next day and moving your one thing 10 points the next day? You do that for a year. There's no way you wouldn't be stratospheric in your growth. Why don't we do it? We don't do it because we're distracted. We are all over the place. We're doing 50 things rather than one. Unfocused, undisciplined. That's all. And if you become like a beast, one of my clients called me a beast. He didn't call me a beast. I said beast mode. He was like, oh my God, you hustle. I cannot believe you got all that done because we were working on a project together, right? Oh my God. He was like blown away. And I was like, I know my kids call it beast mode, right? I go into beast mode, it's over. I'm in beast mode right now. When I'm in beast mode, it's over. Something huge is about to happen. And I would offer that you step into beast mode. And when you step into beast mode, that you put that beast mode energy into one thing, like I'm doing all this week and all this year. Book Empire. I'm writing books. I'm helping people write books. Because guess what? It's just going to help me write more books. Beast mode. On focus, that thing is going to go to the stratosphere. To the stratosphere. To the stratosphere. Okay? I'm writing a book right now about Christian witches and Christian witchcraft that will knock your socks off. I just ordered the cover. Y'all saw me in Book Empire. Y'all saw me order the cover. Book Empire got a sneak peek at the cover. Don't you feel that same energy, Marlo? Oh my goodness, we're aligned. Book Empire got a peek at the cover because I showed them me ordering the cover for this book. Hey, Serena, how you love it? How you love it? I showed them me ordering the cover. This cover is gorgeous. This book is a book that is never been written before. And as I'm writing this book, I'm shocked at what's coming out. I'm like, oh my God. When this hits the fan, oh my God. And it's a Witchy Wednesday, so I'm going to announce it to the tribe today. So now that we got all those things out the way, let me give you the 13. Number 1, and you're going to get these notes in Book Empire. So if you're in Book Empire,
You will know that this is coming. For everyone else, make notes, make notes, make notes, and join Book Empire. Number one, author page on Amazon. Why do you require an author page on Amazon? You have to have an author page on Amazon because now this is going to have your beautiful picture, your bio, and your books, or your book. Now, in Book Empire, we teach you to get to 20 books as quickly as possible. If not, start with one. You don't have to write 20 books. Maybe you write one, maybe you write five. You're still building the Book Empire. So you're going to get an author page on Amazon. How do you get an author page on Amazon? You got to publish that first book. That's why in Book Empire, everything it's critical that you get that first book out. Then you can get your author page on Amazon. Now, here's the thing about author pages on Amazon. You can have pen names, and we'll talk about this in the Book Empire Mastermind. If you decide to join us in the coaching program, we'll talk about pen names, but I want to give you a little blurb about pen names right now. And since we're in branding, I have 3 brands. I have Valerie Love, I have Christian Witches, and I have a beauty brand that's based around head wraps and makeup and accessories and skincare. These brands, though there is some overlap between Valerie Love and Christian Witches, these brands, how to join the mastermind? Oh, that's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you all about the mastermind. We reveal the mastermind tomorrow. Good question, Queen Bee. These brands, though they may have some overlap, there's some overlap between Valerie Love and Christian Witches. There's probably no overlap between either of the first 2 brands and the third brand. These brands are all distinct brands. Okay? It's very distinct and clear. Valerie Love has its own website, valerielove.com. Valerie Love has its own fan page, Reverend Valerie Love on Facebook. Valerie Love has her own personal profile on Facebook. Valerie Love has her own Instagram on Facebook, and my Instagram is raw, uncut. It's what I'm doing, how I'm feeling, how I'm rolling, what I'm eating, period. Valerie Love has a YouTube channel. This is the brand of Valerie Love. Valerie Love is divine midwife of soul destiny. She's a Christian witch. She's a coach, an author, and a speaker. She leads global retreats. This Valerie is a person who is supporting in spirit. What is the Woohoo! Thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What beautiful souls we have in the Love Tubers. What beautiful souls. Thank you for Money in the Vortex. Billionfold return to you. See, that's all stuff we only say on the Love Tubers. For Love Tubers, Money in the Vortex, billionfold return to you. All of that. We only say that. We don't even say that in Christian Witches. We say that only in Valerie Love. So I am demonstrating to you what primal branding is. Okay. I pray to demonstrate it to you. Now, with the Valerie Love brand, what is the Valerie Love brand about? Can someone tell me what the Valerie Love brand is about? I'm going to tell you one word that's underlying the whole Valerie Love brand: inspiration. I'm here to inspire. That's it. The Valerie Love brand is all about inspiration. If it's not inspirational, I don't post it. I don't post political arguments. It's not inspiring nobody. I don't post even if I post food, I'm thinking inspiration. Maybe this will inspire someone to eat better. Maybe this will inspire someone to join us in Peru because the food in Peru is off the charts. Maybe this will inspire. In the background, inspiration. The intention, inspiration. Why am I doing this now? Inspiration. Inspiration is my purpose. Okay? What is the Christian Witches brand about? Freedom. Freedom of worship, freedom of devotion. The Christian Witches brand has its own website, christianwitches.com. The Christian Witches brand has its own Facebook fan page, christianwitches.com. The Christian Witches has its own school. Christian Witches has its own Patreon. Christian Witches has its own Instagram, which, by the way, outpaced the Reverend Valerie Love Instagram like that. All things Christian Witches always outpaces Valerie Love. Kid you not. Other than YouTube, that's the only place. And to tell you the truth, the Christian Witches got to over 1,000 YouTube subscribers with hardly any effort. Like, there's no effort to Christian Witches. Christian Witches is so effortless. That brand is so effortless. I just put it up, people come. I put up a book about Christian Witches, people buy it. I'm going to show you something right now that I don't normally show, but I'm going to pull up my KDP. We start a new month. We just started a new month. So my KDP, I was looking at my KDP, my book sales yesterday, and I'm going to show you the biggest booksellers that we had last month. And I'm going to pull it up. So the Christian Witches brand, it doesn't require, what's the word? I don't want to say that it doesn't require promotion because it does. Everything requires your promotion. Everything requires your energy and loving attention poured on it from a branding perspective and from attracting people to the brand. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, hold on, let me see if I can pull this up from last month. Hopefully I can. I don't know how to pull this up from last month, but anyway, let's look. Let's see if I can pull up. Okay, last month. Here we go. I'm going to pull up last month. And I'm going to show you some of the books and the top booksellers. Here's one of my KDP reports. Do you see the top sellers? Do you see the top sellers? These are the top sellers. I'll give you probably, okay, top 5 books selling. I'm going to tell you what they are. The one that sold the most in March, this is April 1st. The one that sold the most in March, 40 Money Mantras. 40 Money Mantras sold the most in paperback. Well, overall sales, paperback and a few ebook because I just released an ebook. Second one, this is always a shocker for me. The Bible 1111 Code. I don't know why that book is such a hot hit. People buy that book like this. It's an oracle. And it is very, what's the word? People that work with that oracle are like, ooh, this thing is, what's the word? Serendipitous. There's something to that thing. People love that book. When I wrote that book, I did not think that people would be buying that book like that. People buy that book. That's the second biggest seller. Third biggest seller, Confessions of a Christian Witch. Ebook. The ebook sells more than the paperback. Next, Confessions of a Christian Witch paperback. Next, Christian Witch's Manifesto. Next, 40 Money Spells. Those were the top sellers in the month of March for books. 80% in the U.S. No, 90. Looks like 90% in the U.S. I'm looking at the figures and I'm giving you an estimate on the percentage because you love that Bible 11. People love the Bible. People do love the Bible. And I wrote an oracle based on the 1111 in the Bible. That book is eerie. It's eerie if you really use it like you're supposed to use it. Now, some people don't get it and they're like, this is, what in the hell is this? The people that get it. By the way, if you have bought any of my books, would you be so kind as to go and leave a quick review on all of them? Just take your time, 2-3 minutes here and there. Just put a nice little something that you got from the book and something about reviews help. And in the book programs, I always help our authors on getting reviews. We have a system for that, for reviews. Anyway, let's go back to our 13. So get your Amazon page on your author page on Amazon. Now I know when you're looking at this, people may look at this and they think these are going to be some things that I could use to market other kinds of brands, even if you're not an author. This is tailored to being an author. Number 2, you're going to get an author page on BookBub. bookbub.com. And if you go to bookbub.com, this is all things books. You're going to be able to build a tribe on here. You can build a following. You can recommend books to your followers. You can do so much on BookBub. You can really, really, really grow your author brand on BookBub. So I have an author page on BookBub. Here it is. Are you all seeing that? I'm going to post a link to it in the Facebook group. And this BookBub author page, I don't do a lot with it, but I tell you one thing, it was already there before I ever showed up to BookBub. Why? Because people had already told BookBub that I write books. And so they already had an author page for me with like 2 of my books. And it's not going to be the author page that I would create if I had filled in the entire author page. So that's why you want to go now, don't do what I did and just be popping up all over the place as an author. But when people go look at the profile, it looks kind of because they just kind of sucked it in from another platform. Something they suck in from another platform to populate a particular platform is never going to be as good as you going into that platform, because each platform has its nuances. And when you're using an aggregator, which sometimes we do use aggregators push out information to multiple platforms. It saves you time, energy, and money, and just time, right? Aggregators are great. We go behind the aggregator for the platforms that really matter to you and go into it and fill in, just tweak it and get it looking right. Because sometimes it looks quirky and wonky. Sometimes the little ampersand sign will look, and you don't want that look. You want to look the best you can make it look. This is your author page. So you want a second one is to get an author page on BookBub. How do you get that? You got to be an author. Let me go back to pen names. Thank you, Spirit, because I'm talking so fast, I'm moving so fast, and we're coming down to the last few minutes of class. And I want to make sure to get all this information into you. Number 1, on Amazon, let's go back to pen names. You can only have 2 pen names per email on Amazon, right? So you can have 2 pen names. I have a few pen names. Why do you have pen names? Because you don't want to write all these different kinds of books. Like this novel I'm writing, it's going to be written under a pen name. People are not going to be mad when they find out that I'm the one who wrote it. Yet it's not that it's off brand, it's not completely on brand. And I like it to be completely on brand. So the Valerie Love brand, you know exactly what you're getting. Christian Witches, you know exactly what you're getting. The beauty brand, which I don't really blow up a whole lot, it's more of a pet, like a baby, and it's a baby brand. That brand, you know what you're getting. So when I write the books on magic, the occult, and things like that, all the Christian Witches books that I've created, and I'm just creating so many Christian Witches books are coming out of me right now, which is a beautiful thing. They're all going to be on the Christian Witches Facebook fan page. They're going to be on the Christian Witches website, all of those kinds of things. Now, so it's okay to still have Valerie Love for the Christian Witches books because everybody knows I'm a Christian witch. When I write this novel, it's not going to still be Valerie Love because that's going to look like you're all over the place. And you have a different author page for your different pen name. Does that make sense? So when you become, let's say you have a pen name that is LL Penhill. Okay, L Penhill. A lot of times authors pick, like J.K. Rowling, they pick initials when they're writing novels for the first, and sometimes 2 initials. And maybe that's their name or maybe it's not. Like George R. R. Martin. I think that's really his name. Not Lord of the Rings, Thrones, Game of Thrones. George R. R. Martin, J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter, J.R. Tolkien is Lord of the Rings. So yeah, you can use pen names, especially if you don't want to mess up your own brand and you want to try something out and you don't know if it's gonna fly. Use a pen name. Don't put your name on it. Oh my goodness. Experimenting. Let's say you're experimenting. You don't know what it's going to be like in the marketplace, but you don't want it looks too messy and all over the place if you write all these different kinds of books in different kinds of genre. It looks too messy and all over the place. I have one genre, spirituality. And so my spirituality genre that I write in, it spans occult, magic. And so as you continue adding books, what's going to happen? On your author page, your Amazon author page, Amazon is going to see the other people that are authors like you. So now they have Christopher Pinzak, Jason Miller, Peterson, Joseph Peterson, people like that, also attached to my author name as people who bought your books also bought their books. That's huge credibility for your brand. You don't want it to be all over cooking books. And then if you're going to write a cookbook and you're going to write children's books, cookbooks, one pen name, children's books, another pen name. Now you have to be careful. Read the terms of service. Oh my goodness, Desiree, I love it. I promoted your 40 money mantras on my channel in Book and March. Yay! Look at that. That is beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Desiree. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I did the new ebook version. So let me know what you think of the ebook version as well. I did I redid it for 2020. Now, don't be very careful with pin names and read the terms of service for Amazon. You cannot have unlimited pin names. You can only have 2 pin names per email account. Okay? Email account and author page. That means 2 author pages for 1 email. Okay? An author page for 1 pin name, an author page for another pin name. Don't go crazy with pin names and get your account shut down. Read the terms of service. Number 2, you're going to make an author page on BookBub. Number 3, you're going to make an author page on Goodreads. Goodreads, Goodreads, Goodreads. I've been on Goodreads for a long time. And I joined Goodreads because I was a reader and I love reading. Goodreads is not completely an author program, author platform. It is more a reader platform, and they don't like authors coming in. They're readers, and you want to write for whale readers. We'll talk more about this on Friday in the Millionaire Author Mindset, where we talk about whale readers. You really want to write for whale readers, and I'll explain what that is. Whale readers are on Goodreads. Okay. Number 4. YouTube vids. If you're not good at making YouTube videos, there's a solution. Make YouTube videos. I'm not going to say any more about that. Number 6, and make a YouTube video. That was number 4. We're going to go to number 5. Make a YouTube video about each one of your books. I haven't done this yet. The audience asked me to. Make a YouTube video about each one of your books. Tell the story. How did this book come about? Next, with a link below to buy it. Next, YouTube, and remember, when you read Primal Branding, you're going to know how to speak in the video so that you actually capture people going by. It's a lot more to it that I can give you in this class, yet you have enough to take action. That's the bottom line of it. Number 5, YouTube stories. Oh my God. I freaking love YouTube stories. You know why? Because in between making YouTube videos, you can do a 30-second YouTube story anywhere you go. You just press your phone, press the button, and a little red thing goes around, 30 seconds. You got a story. More people watch my stories than watch my videos. We can be in Paris, we can be in Dubai. It'll be thousands upon thousands of views on the stories. And there might be thousands and thousands of views on the videos too. Stories, people love to consume stories, and they'll consume more stories. So maybe in that same period of time, there might be 10,000 views on stories and 6,000 views on videos. Stories. People love stories. They love it. Use YouTube stories. And guess what? Guess what's happening with YouTube stories? Oh my goodness. How large does it have to be? Over 1,000? How many people do you have to have? Feminine Feline, I'm working on one too. Ooh, beautiful. I love it. How many people do you have to have on YouTube before you can access the memberships and stories? Because those YouTube stories are so powerful. And guess what? It keeps you relevant. It keeps popping up. It keeps people looking at your channel. My channel has grown so much from stories. That's the only thing we've done different. A lot of stories. And the YouTube channel membership is up. Subscribers are up. Views are up. Well, not views. Subscribers are up. Stories. Number 6. Instagram posts. 1,000 subs. Okay. So that's another reason why to implement this strategy immediately. And if you want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, versus a decision, and then beat that baby every single day like until you get there. Danielle did it. Look at a lot of our tribe members. She's been working on her YouTube channel. She didn't need me for coaching for that. She's been working on her YouTube channel, and she got over 1,000 subscribers like that. A lot of people got over 1,000 subscribers. So if that's really your goal, make a decision and beat that baby until it happens. Thank you. I've been talking a lot. Number 6, Instagram posts. We know what that's about. Post fun, engaging, interesting ways when it comes to your book. Don't just post, buy my book. Nobody wants that. Nobody's going to respond to that. Make it fun. Use your imagination. Instagram stories. Now, I think everybody has access to stories on Instagram. So you want to do Instagram stories every day. Oh, it's 10,000. Thank you, God. That's why everybody's got to put this into practice right now and get to 10,000 then. Everybody's got to put this into practice and get to 10,000. Just make a decision. Just make a decision and do it. You're growing your influence. You're growing your tribe. And guess what? Once you're famous, you can't ever be unfamous. It's like Will Smith said when he first made all that money with DJ Jazzy Jeff. You can get there, Aurora Day. Come on, Aurora Day. Do it. Join us in the incredible mastermind, because I tell you, I have so many ways for you to jumpstart and catalyze that fast, rapid growth in your business and in your tribe. You can do it. And I have some very specific ways to do that on the YouTube of 2020. Now, doing that in the YouTube of 2017, the YouTube of 2015, I've been here for over 10 years. So there's a lot of ways to do it. Will Smith, he said after he lost all that money, when him and Jazzy Jeff, remember when him and DJ Jazzy Jeff got real rich and then they got real broke? Which is part of the process of becoming very rich. You have to go. The angels told me, make a fortune, lose a fortune, make a fortune, lose a fortune, make a fortune, keep a fortune. That's how it goes. Make a fortune, lose a fortune, make a fortune, lose a fortune, make a fortune, keep a fortune. That's how it goes. You have to lose one or two I done lost a couple of fortunes. So it is true. He lost that jet. Oh, he's sick today. Oh, we send love to DJ Jazzy Jeff. We send him love. Well, him and DJ Jazzy Jeff, after they made all that money and they were very famous in Philly, and then they lost all that money and because they didn't know what to do with it, right? And they still had to learn. Well, he said he was on the bus and people saw him. Oh, okay, we're going to send love and prayers to DJ Jazzy Jeff for sure. So he would be on the bus and he said people would be like, hey, what was his name? Prince, Deaf Prince. What was his name? Fresh Prince and DJ. Fresh Prince, hey, what you doing on the bus? Unfortunately, you can't be unfamous once you're famous, right? So prayers to Jazzy J. So the whole point of it is that once you pour all your attention into this one particular platform, pour it on. And see, what some people do is they pour a little bit on Facebook when they feel like it. Oh, they get a little inspiration and post a picture one day on Instagram, don't go back for 3 weeks. Oh, I think I'll make a YouTube video, make it in between the kids and the food and all that. Oh, okay, takes them 30 days to get up a YouTube video. And wonder why they don't have any growth. You're not going to get any growth that way. And you're not going to get any depth of connection that way. You have got to beat that thing like a biatch every single day. Every day. Okay? You've seen me do it here a million times. You've seen us do a million challenges. I will be on there every day. Looking crazy. Oh my God, now that looked real crazy. But anyway, no judgment. Number 7, Instagram stories. You can do Instagram stories. Everyone can do Instagram stories. You're just going to become more cognizant of it. You're going to have your phone. You're going to show people, this is me writing. You're going to show people, this is me picking the book cover. You're going to show people, oh my God, the book cover is ready. You're going to show people, take the people through your progress. Just keep telling stories. Stories are stories, right? Keep telling the story. Number 8, do Instagram live videos and then upload them to IGTV. Do the live video about your progress. Do the live video about do the live video even better about how hard it is. People love to see the hard stuff like, this is freaking killing me. Do those kind of videos. People love it. They love it. Number 9, DM on Facebook. Now, I say DM on Facebook. You can apply this strategy to every platform, and I know we're going a little long. We're over an hour. Trust me, this is so worth it. If you do this, everything will catapult because more eyeballs on you equals more money. Period. End of story. Eyeballs equals more money or more influence, more opportunities. Period. End of story. Get the eyeballs on you because that's completely in your power to do. DM on Facebook, messaging people. Now, y'all know I don't do the messaging thing. Like, sometimes my assistant, I've had different assistants over the years, and my assistant would say to me, "You have 1,000 messages. You have it." And they understand where I am with DM. You can pay someone to do DM, or you can do it yourself if you're not in a position to pay someone yet for DM. All you do is message people mindfully. It's called mindful messaging. I have seen people make multi-million-dollar connections in the DM. It is a direct message on Facebook Messenger. It is amazing. And it works in every industry and it works across the board because it's people. And even better, if you can leave a voice message, even better. Oh my goodness. The DM. There's a gold mine in the DM if that's your thing. Now, that's not my thing. But we're using it, we're implementing it in our company. Number 10, live daily video on Facebook for 30 days. Do a 30-day challenge. A 30-day video challenge on Facebook every single day, 30 days, at the same time, with the message about the same thing. And we've done it here a million times. It could be a tarot challenge. It could be a 40 money mantras. It could be 40 money scriptures. It could be 40 money spells. It could be any number of things. Do it every single day at the same time for 30 days. I'm amazed at how many people can't do it. Do it. It's challenging and do straight through the weekends. And if you're going to do every day at 12 noon, then that every day you show up at 12 noon. If you're going to do it at 8 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever the case may be, every day for 30 days, you'll grow the audience if you put into practice what's in primal branding. Number 11, a Facebook author page. So you're going to get a brand new page, and the brand new page on Facebook is going to be your author page. This is a fan page. In other words, a business profile, not a personal page. Oh, prepare yourself for this. Yeah, this is work. I'm not gonna lie, it's work. But what else are you doing other than your destiny? I pray that this is all destiny. I pray that you do it in a way that you love it and that you're doing what you love. And for me, teaching is my sweet spot. So if teaching is your sweet spot, get on every day and teach people something. So make a Facebook author page. Number 12, make a Facebook book page for each book. It makes you anxious. I love that, Marlo. Even better. Yay. It makes me anxious. I got to go in that direction. Like, that's the signal that I'm going the right way. That's how the system works. So, yay. Okay. Make a Facebook book page. And what that means is, this is what we do in the mastermind, and you'll be setting this up. Your book will have its own page. So some of my books, I don't do this with every book, only some of my books. One book, Soulgasm, lends itself very nicely to having its own Facebook page because it has quotes. I'm still at step 1. It's all good, Queen Bee. It's all good. This is why in the mastermind is a year. I work with you over the course of the year because my coaching, I love working with my clients for a while. You saw Dr. B's story on Monday night. She came to events, then she was in the starter package coaching, and then she stepped up to the bigger package coaching. We've been working together for years. Work with your people for years. In your services, work with people for a year, 2 years. Why? Because that's how you're going to get the most profound radical change, and that's how you're going to get to implement these steps. You can't implement all the steps in one day. It doesn't work like that. It takes time for you to implement, and you want the guidance each step of the way. Now, you're going to have your book have its own fan page, your book. And because Soulgasm is a book of daily inspirational readings, it's very easy for it to have its own page. And I tell you, people follow that page and they keep joining that page. And we never did heavy promotion on the page. It was more of an experiment and it worked. It has over 100 and some likes. And we never even did anything more than just post a few of the clips from the book. Okay? Have your book have its own page. Okay? And you can do this for each book. Number 13. Oh, yeah, that's number 12. Number 13. LinkedIn connections. Oh my goodness. I went onto my LinkedIn the other day. I was like, oh, I'm so sleeping on LinkedIn. Like, it was never my thing. It's very corporate-y. It's very, and I'm a creative. And so LinkedIn just wasn't my thing. Yet, tons of people want to connect with me on LinkedIn. I had like hundreds of connections. I'm like, okay. Let me pay attention. You can hire someone to take care of your LinkedIn connections and to look for more LinkedIn connections. You can hire a social person to do your LinkedIn connections for you, right? I'm going to give you a 14th one because it's a bonus because I always like to over deliver. I always like to over deliver. Too corporate for you. LinkedIn, wow. And LinkedIn has a lot of people that have money, so they can probably afford your coaching, and they want to leave their job. And right now, it's going to be really good on LinkedIn because people are all home. And I just spoke with a client last night, a coaching session I had last night. She got a call yesterday that she got laid off. So, and she's in human resources. A lot of people are about to be laid off on LinkedIn, and they're going to be looking. You really have people's attention on LinkedIn like never before. Number 14, this is a bonus. Alignable. Alignable is this new social media network. Well, I don't know how new it is. It's new to me. I love it. I love it. It's called Alignable. So just Google, and I'm going to put a link to it in the Facebook group. Alignable social media network. I'm amazed. This thing is so beautiful. Go on there because you can connect with other businesses. So, and you can find other coaches like you. You love Alignable, Aurora Day, Melissa. I love Alignable. I'm like, wow. I think it's more of like the coaching professions LinkedIn kind of thing. I love it. And so many people, one of my coaches invited me to it and I got on it. And now I see you, other people are on it. I love Alignable. So if you're into Alignable, when you put up the page, make sure you say you're an author. Everywhere you go, you're going to put your name up and you're going to say author. You create a new profile and ask you what you do, author. Okay? Because this is for authors. And this is in Book Empire. I love you. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tonight. They have a great forum too. I'm going to dive more into Alignable. I'm going to dive more into it, Melissa. You convince me. I love you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you tonight with the interview with the incredible Lavender, also known as Sharon Fant, the author of Your Doctor is Not the Boss of You, and how she overcame diabetes with natural remedies, natural healing, healed her diabetes. No medical claims here, natural. All right, I love you. Mwah. Have a beautiful day. God bless. Peace. Oh man.